hosted by the infamous and dangerous and much lied about Eric A. Cinotti. This is where public corruption, abuse of power, a waste and misabuse of public dollars, and ultimately using your personal position for gaining power influence over others is met with extreme hostility. Otherwise, everyone else is welcome. Welcome to the Hostile Zone.
Welcome to the Hostile Zone. You're with Eric A. Cinotti, the infamous, dangerous, and in your face, Andrew Cinotti. Who?
Eric Cinotti.
That's right. You're here on KKTC 99.9 on your FM dial. True country.
True America.
True baby. Eric A. Cinotti. True Cinotti all the way. Welcome to the show again, Miss Bianca.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was excellent, and I got everything that I wanted. So
did you? You got
really
everything
good.
you wanted?
Yes.
We have R-Dub with us today again on his extended Christmas break. He will be back next week. R-Dub, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure, bro. You're the finest producer apprentice I've ever met.
Well, I try to do my best.
Wonderful. We have Kenny or anybody on us with us today? Kenny or anybody?
Well, we know that Richard's here.
Oh, Dick, what's up, buddy?
I'm just having such a fun time on my Christmas vacation.
Wonderful. Did you get any big packages for Christmas?
I got quite a few, actually.
Did you? Did you? Was it a big package?
Some of them were small, some of them were big.
Really? Nice. But it made you happy, though.
Absolutely.
Right. All right. Thank you. All right. So shout out to Angelo, a.k.a. Jersey Thumbs. He's in the back. He's been doing some editing. I understand that we had a little fun yesterday on Christmas R-Dub. You submitted, they put together a little montage of funny clips, and I guess they're going to be going out today too, huh?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. You blocking that?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Did you want to distract me?
Yeah, exactly.
She's scrolling something on the green screen over here, R-Dub, and it's some girl who's not wearing any clothing, and she made sure they moved the screen away from me. Who is it? Is it anybody we know?
I have no idea.
What's the name? What's the name? Pull it up. This is a fun show.
The Brazilian model.
Brazil. Oh, bro.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Scroll that up on the big screen. What do we got here? Whoa. That's what you should put on the big screen here. You should watch that. So, who is it? Is somebody we know?
She
looks all right, actually. Honestly, R-Dub, she's a Brazilian model, but I got to be honest, I'm looking at her.
Caroline
Werner.
Caroline
Warner.
Caroline
Warner. I don't know. I got to be honest, man. I'm still a fan of Bianca Sensori. I think she looks better than this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she was arrested for being topless.
Really? Where was she topless?
Let's see.
Looks like
it's right away.
It's written in German. She's 37.
I guess so.
Wow. All right. So anyway, R-Dub, I know that we were going to go, since it's still a wonderful holiday week, we're not going to go with hard news today too much because it's a holiday still. We're still in the festive Christmas mood. I got my Hello Governor hat here. We got our Christmas stuff still up here. How you feeling? We're gonna go with something like basic kind of fun stuff today. Nothing too hard news. What do you think? Do some questions and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Well, as both you and Bianca know, I had a little bit of fun editing the video that was airing over our different social media platforms. And a lot of people enjoyed the little behind-the-scenes clips that were posted about your talent of noises that you can make with your mouth.
Yes, basically, Miss Bianca, he put in. You did see the video, right?
Mm-hmm. It was so funny.
Basically, I was making flatulence, fart sounds.
Yeah.
Ready. I'll do one now. Ready. Did that come through? I'll get close to the mic.
That came through beautifully.
I leaned into Miss Bianca's lapel mic. So thank you for airing that to the world, and I want to make sure everybody out there who's watching and listening, it was fun jokes behind the scenes, and they sandbagged Cinotti here by keeping that out for everybody to see.
I know. You were kind of like, you were kind of shocked because you thought it was a real one.
No, it wasn't real. I don't pull farts on in the studio here. Come on, don't do that to me, guys. Listen, remember that day Miss Bianca ripped ass in here?
I never did. You liar.
That's a funny one too, right?
A lady never let
a lady doesn't poop or pass gas ever. Apparently, no such thing. They don't eat food. Yeah, they don't have human bodies like we do.
I don't do that.
Hey, Dick, do you pass wind ever?
Sometimes.
I've thought about it. All right. So anyway, so R-Dub, let's do some. I guess you were saying the mail is building up like crazy.
Yep. I was. There was actually quite a few questions that we had about those little clips. So people wanted to know, like, what's your take on how you make those noises, and how long did it take for you to make those noises? Because they also noticed that you were doing those in the classroom, and you were making your teachers quite confused.
Actually, you know what, Art? That is a great question. Or do you know where that came from? Is there any name or any location on?
I am seeing Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Interesting. All right. Any first name? Or anybody that we know? Any name or something? Or no, just they're anonymous?
Christine. That's all I'm seeing.
Christine from Las Vegas, thank you for reaching out to the show, The Hostile Zone at bbstalkradio.com, The Hostile Zone at bbstalkradio.com, Eric at ericandrewcinotti.com, Eric at ericandrewcinotti.com. Check us out on Facebook, Eric A. Cinotti, The Hostile Zone, The Hostile Zone fan page, that's right, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X now, Twitch, Patreon, all of them. Check us out. Instagram. We got it. I think I shot everything out. Thank you for reaching out, Christine. So yes, the flatulent sound. That sound. Yeah, I was a little terror in school, and honestly, R-Dub and Christine, I got to tell you, I don't remember how I figured that one out. But I know, like everybody, and you know what I'm talking about, Art. All the guys are stupid. They make fart sounds and stuff in school. And yeah, which one took me longer was when that one. Did you hear that over there?
I heard one that came through very slightly.
Very hard.
It wasn't very loud. So for the listeners that aren't seeing what's going on, he's like tapping his cheek, making like a dripping noise.
Yeah, and I used to be really good at it. See, that one is very hard. There you go. Did you hear that one?
Yeah, those ones aren't coming through.
Well, you know, I guess as a little kid, I had more practice. Used to be loud, and the teacher would stop and look around.
You know, you're actually making me thirsty right now.
There's some wonderful sponsored water here. Sponsored water. We got some sponsors reaching out too. We got to talk about that. Anyway, so yeah, the flatulent sound was funny because I would do that, and I would take it to the next level when I figured out how to do it. All the guys, you can. You're gargling water. I don't. If you want to gargle on, I don't think you want to gargle on air, Mr. Don't gargle on air. You might give people the wrong impression of what goes on the set if they're not watching.
Okay,
Yeah. Anyway, right, Doug, you follow what I was saying on that one, right?
Yeah. Yep. I get it.
I figured it'd be funny for you.
It was very funny. It was very funny. If they watch,
I have my jokes now and then.
Anybody that's listening, it was just gargling water. Anyway, so R-Dub, what I was saying is, yeah. So that when I learned how to make that sound, I used to take it to the next level. I used to bring in the little, they were little canisters, glass bottles, stink bombs. You remember those, R-Dub? It was kind of like rotten eggs, and it was a little glass canister, little itty bitty thing. They came in like a pack of 10 or 12.
A little no, I don't remember.
They were called stink bombs, rotten egg stink bombs. Yeah, rotten egg stink bombs. I mean,
God.
Oh man, so I would do that, but I would flick this thing with my finger, and it was so tight, and it was very fragile. So it didn't take much for it to break. and it would just spill a little drop. Now I would go to jail for it because, you know, the post 9/11 world, you know, but because it would be considered bioterrorism, I guess. But I would flick this thing and it would break. And within like 10 seconds, the whole room would be like disgusting rotten egg. So I would do that. And as soon as and then like right before I know the smell would kick in with about 2 seconds of breaking it, I'd be like, and then the whole room would blow out. Like literally, we'd have to leave. It was pretty great. I was a derelict in high school, actually. I was a little derelict up until high school.
Yes,
I know you were saying that too, R-Dub.
You did all that and you were still a lady killer?
Oh my God, yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know why? Because I was on the fire department in high school. Where I came from, they had the junior, but they had a rule that you could be 16 and join the fire department as a junior member. Not everybody does that. I don't know everyone that's listening to us here in KKTC 99.9 FM, True Country, True America, out there in the West area, Mountain Time, whatever. I don't know if they were having the same way as us, but yeah, I used to do all that stuff. But I was on the fire department. I don't know if they have that out there at that age. Can you join the fire department at 16 out in Wisconsin?
You know, I do not know what the rules are for that.
Exactly. True. So I agree, and I agree with you on that because I didn't know either. Most people didn't know this, but yeah, to lap onto what you were saying about the ladies and stuff, you know, the fire department was a big push for me because we were allowed to do it. I was the only person at 16 years old that was able to be on that did it. No one else did it, and even when people knew I did it, no one else joined. So I actually was dedicated to it, R-Dub. I mean, you know, I'm still involved in the fire service now. You know that, right? So you know, with that being said, I did that, and that kind of counteracted because I was like the cool bad boy, you know. I would walk around, and the firehouse. Interestingly enough, I don't want to go off too long on it, but the firehouse used to be across the street from the school, so you could after school I would head over there and I'd walk around, and you know, like fire department, we have the suspenders and the pants, right?
Yep.
I would walk around with my T-shirt outside the fire department, like I'm buffing the truck or something, just for the hell of it. Just so the girls would see me, people would see me walking around with the suspenders on. It was a deal closer, bro. Bottom line, it was a deal closer. Anyway, you got something next? Thank you, Christine. There you go. So yeah, I practiced that quite often, and I'm gonna get better at these sounds now that we're doing this on air. I'm gonna come up with all of my great sounds. Anyway, R-Dub, what do we got next?
All right, going through.
Anything from Miss Bianca? Sandbagger, give her a good one. Dig in there. I saw a bunch too, so I know you got something good. Sandbagger.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Justin from New York.
Okay.
All right, bring it on. You ready?
He is talking about he was saying how much he liked the Christmassy type video, and he just wanted to wish us all a Merry Christmas and was wondering what our favorite Christmas memory was.
Oh, okay.
Christmas memory.
And I guess he addressed it to you. So we'll all do them, but you go first, obviously, because it was for you. Say hi to Justin.
Oh, hi, Justin from New York. Thanks for messaging us about it. Let's see. My Christmas memory actually was long ago when I was just a little girl, probably like around 7 years old. I really wanted I like ballerinas, and you know what I mean. So like, I don't know.
Here we go. I can picture Miss Bianca in a little ballerina costume.
I know, it's a cute little thing. So
nobody wants cute.
Back in the day,
Justin
they used to have
cute.
those commercials. You know, like the commercials, like you get the theme song and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got my Santa Claus got me a ballerina. It was my pretty ballerina. So it was so funny.
Pink?
It was a pink dress and stuff, and my dad recorded it.
Will you wear it on the show?
No.
Okay.
And my dad recorded it, so it's kind of cute because she was like, I was so excited, and then I was like, oh my gosh, and little me saying, it's my pretty ballerina. Instead of ballerina, I said weena.
I was what? Ballerina. Ballerwiener.
I like that one.
I figured you would, Dick. That was for you.
And I didn't know the words to the commercial, so I was like, and she dances upside down.
Oh boy. I can picture that one. Little
So,
pink
yeah,
ballerina
cute.
suit flipping her upside down. I
Yeah,
got
it was
that.
so cute. So.
Nice.
So, and then my brother and sister would always make fun of me. So they'd be like, it's my pretty ballerina. She
Oh, boy.
dances upside down.
Boy. I don't have a anything really like funny on Christmas. I have some crazy stories from school and everything else, but I don't have any Christmas things that I can think of because Christmas, my parents were my mom was very strict with me. I'm not gonna lie. RW met her, so she's very, she can get up in my face, that. Still does. So I didn't really get away with much on Christmas, but I did a lot of other things. We can get to New Year's and stuff, but I guess we can do that on our New Year's show next week. And what about you, RW? Do you have anything interesting from Christmas or no?
Actually, this isn't really funny. This is more of like a Christmas miracle for me.
Okay.
So, as you guys know, back in 2018, my stepfather had a massive stroke, and it left him as a quadriplegic, where he hasn't really been, or where he's not able to move and he's not able to talk. But I guess Justin.
But he is a fan of the show.
He is. Yes, he is.
But, shout out to him. Thank you for everybody. I want everybody out there to know that R-Dub's stepfather, is a veteran of the Marine Corps. So thank you for your service. I appreciate that, and I wanted to extend that on the air. Okay, go on.
And so I guess over the past few months, him and my mom have been working on him actually being able to talk a little bit.
Okay.
And it wasn't much, but me and my mom were having a conversation, and my mom told him to tell me that he loves me, and it's not completely there, but it was a lot farther than what I was expecting, and that was quite an emotional moment because he's been like this for over 5 years now.
Right. And from what you told me, he was very active before too, so it was quite a bad, sad thing that he went from very, very active. And I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just helping you with this. Very active, from all the stories you told me. So it was like a major thing. It's not like he was somebody that just didn't do anything. He was very active, very involved in things. So then, I guess Christmas, Jesus or the Lord did something special for you guys. What happened? He said he was able to say it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't completely there, but you could definitely make out that he said, "I love you." And man, when that happened, I got very emotional. I had to walk away, and I started crying.
You know what? I want to add on to that with you, R-Dub. Okay, I want to tell you what I think. How about that? I guess I didn't want to go serious, but we went serious. I want to tell you my thought.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to say to everybody who's listening and watching, R-Dub is a great, great, great person. And his mother, I've had the fine opportunity of having conversations with her. And I want to say, I'm very impressed. And we talked about this when R-Dub opened up this story with us a while back. Your mom is an amazing person. She really is. They don't make people like that. And I'm talking from the heart here. I'm not talking joking at all. Because I know we make fun of your mom with you all the time. But this is very serious.
Well, I make fun of her too, so.
Yeah. We make fun of my mom. We just what we do, We're guys. I mean, your mom, right? That's what we. But honestly, being serious there, she is amazing. And I think I told you this, that most women are not like that.
No.
She. I mean, do you mind if I tell a little bit what I know about this, R-Dub, without getting too specific?
Yeah. No, go for it.
All right. So correct me if I'm wrong. If I remember, I listen to everything you say. You said that they moved the bed in the house and everything from the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Right, R-Dub? So that's amazing. So basically, it can't walk, move, or talk at this point. And your mom and everybody in your family, but I mean, your grandfather, wonderful guy. Talked to him too, wonderful guy. Really great family you have. And they brought your stepdad into the house, and she's young. His mom, she's like, she's younger, and she stick with him, and she's like loyal to him. I gotta respect that. You gotta say your family has some heart. And I hope she listens to this because I honestly look up to her and I have a lot of respect for her. Because you can't even get a woman nowadays to not cheat on you, to not be on social media, to not be sexting dirty pictures of themselves and all this nonsense that these girls are doing now. And here's your mom sticking by the side of her man who is unable to walk, talk, and all that stuff. I have a lot of respect for that. I have to be honest. I really do.
I agree with her, you
right?
know.
And you told me this too. You said that that's a big deal.
Yeah, and I agree with her.
Bianca was very impressed with that too. Yeah.
It's honored, you know. You give your hand and your partner, so it's
and she's a real hard
for richer, for poor, in sickness and health, and that's it.
And what is
it's so rare nowadays. Like, oh, if it's sickness and health or rich and poor, oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah, right.
That's not how it should work, people.
You know, and that's my thought on that, Art. I don't want to make it a sad show. But ready, hold on. Here's my hat if you're watching. Hello, Governor. My hat's off to your mom. All right. So next question, R-Dub. What else we got?
All right. Let's see.
Oh, by the way, when you come back, you said your mom was going to be out this way?
Yes.
All right, good. Did you let her know that we wanted to go out to dinner?
Yeah, I brought it up, and she'll just she said that we'll have to see what the schedule looks like and what time we'll actually be getting out there. So I'll be giving you guys all the information on that. So we can try and come up with something.
I would love to do that. I would love to take you guys out. Okay, let's go on next question.
All right, and the next question. Let's see. We have an Eric.
Ooh, wow. Good name. Is it spelled with a C or a K? Or CK?
It's spelled with a K.
Okay, all right.
Oh, it's not French.
And Eric from Los Angeles.
LA, all right.
He started off by saying how lovely of a voice Miss Bianca has. And
doesn't she? It's enchanting, heavenly sound. It is.
Thank you.
Yep, he's waiting to see whenever she comes out with her own music.
Right, and is he the one that commented about the dirty mic?
Yes.
I did read that. Okay. All right, go on.
Yes. And so, you know, he was also extending his Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, and he was actually wondering like what kind of plans that we had for after the New Year's with the show.
Wow. We have tremendous thank you, Eric from LA. Thank you for emailing in the show. Shout out to you.
Thank
Merry
you for the
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Right. Merry Christmas back to you and your family. For the show, I was talking, there's some big things coming forward. I can't get into detail on all of them, but there are some great things. We are going to still continue. We are fresh into our KKTC 99.9 contract. So that's our 5. And I understand they're airing our show 7 days. Did you know that?
7 days, wow.
They're airing the show 7 days. We get a fresh show Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Mountain Time on KKTC, and they are airing reruns on the weekend. Wow. So we're fresh into our contract with that. So we are available to you. We're not going anywhere. Cinotti ain't going anywhere.
You can't get enough of them.
You can't get enough. Yeah, it's going to be better. We're going to do wonderful things. We're coming out there to visit people. We're going to do a couple shows on the road and out in public. But Eric, we're going to be on KKTC 7 days, as always, with Monday through Friday, brand new episodes. We have our BBS Talk radio show on Mondays. That is going to keep going strong. We have additional shows coming. We have potentially a sports edition. We are going to have a sports edition. And I believe R-Dub, we talked, I think I'm going to have R-Dub come on the show a little bit and help me out with the sports stuff. What do you think? You're putting more thought into that, R-Dub?
Yeah, I'm prepared for it.
So that is coming forward, and that's in addition to our show. So that's going to be an extra show.
Oh, boy.
And then Miss Bianca does have some songs that she's been completing. She has her contract with the record music producer. We can't say that on air, I don't think, though, who it is. But she does have some live performances coming up.
Well, there is a couple of people that reached out to me about doing some tracks with them.
Yes. We had a couple
so
production
we'll see what
people.
Happens, you know? Yeah. It's affiliated with
Don't say.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say. So that's going on. And then I just got an email this morning multiple emails this morning, R-Dub, and this is good for them out there to hear. I guess we could talk about on the air.
And what's the email?
Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. We got contacted by a streaming service. Very serious, a streaming service.
Are you allowed to say which service?
Yeah, it's somebody through Roku
and
Amazon. It's not those companies directly. It's somebody that it has a station.
Oh, okay.
Not YouTube, a real station through there. Not that YouTube's not. I'm not knocking YouTube people. I'm just saying we use it as well. But I'm saying actual station on Roku, Amazon, and Apple Plus, I think maybe. But they have a station, and they reached out, and we're going to be having a conference on with them a little later on after the show. And also we have the sports one that we have the Roku. We have some guests that are coming on the show. We're going to start having some guests. I have a meeting with a guest today. Actually, I was going to have you stay on with me a little later, R-Dub, for that. And okay, thank you. We got somebody yelling at time check over here. I got you.
Oh, you know what? I also behind the scenes, I saw that you were wearing something new before you even had. What is that? Your new...
I have a nice robe, and I was walking around from the trailer after they did makeup and stuff, R-Dub, and I had my brand new terry cloth Ralph Lauren, I think, right?
It was Ralph
Lauren robe.
It's this color too.
Yeah, it's nice, very nice. Maybe I'll wear it.
You kind of
behind the scenes clip, right?
You kind of reminded me like of Hugh Hefner,
right? Yeah.
or like it would be like out of a video of like.
And it's got my little sexy. And it's funny. It splits open, and you can see my chest sticking out the center. It's nice. All right.
He's so Italian. He's like,
Dumba Sanai. Cinotti.
It's funny. He was in the road going like.
Yeah, everybody was pointing at me. Yeah. So we got that, and I have a lot of things coming forward. And we don't even have enough time to get into all of them, but we do have some amazing stuff moving forward. R-Dub takes a big step in the union in January. He's going to have more hours and be taking his first exam for certification. We're excited about R-Dub moving up.
It's always good to like educate yourself and have the more certifications, the better. It's easier, and you know what? You get more points, right?
And I think R-Dub qualifies for his union card in January. I have to sign off on your hours. So I think I'm going to do that, R-Dub, since you've done such a nice job. Even though you ran clips of me with fake fart sounds, I'm still gonna sign off.
The people loved it.
They did. I saw the emails.
Did you hear it? Am I close to doing that?
No, you're not. So anyway, we're going to be getting into some funny clips again today. So in order to give you the funny clips, we have to end the live part. So thank you for people that wrote in. We're going to be moving into our funny behind the scenes and fan favorites again today. So, Miss Bianca, any final thoughts before we get into funny clips?
Final thoughts.
Fan favorites?
Oh, also, I wanted to show off. Look, I got this for Christmas. This was my favorite.
Nice and close so they can see. It is a beautiful. Heart. Right, it's Tiffany, I think. Right?
Yeah, Tiffany. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like it's so cute what it symbolizes. Somebody gave me their
It's
heart.
so cute. Yeah, they gave you a heart. R-Dub, any final thoughts before we sign off and it goes into the fun stuff?
Well, what do you guys got planned for New Year's?
You know, we were kind of upset you're not here on the out here with the team, but we are going to a lounge, and I think there's going to be some video there.
Yeah, it's exclusive. It's underground too.
Right, it's under the buildings. But
it's like it reminds me of
we took you there. You know the place. I don't want to say the name, but they're having a big New Year's event. They got the VIP couch and all that stuff, and that's where we're going to be sitting. And I think we're going to have some video clips from New Year's. We're going to give a little video shout out on New Year's at midnight for our followers, fans, and our bots and trolls. We're going to wish you Happy New Year because we're not hateful people here.
So, I'm starting to like our trolls.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you know what? You guys, thank you.
R-Dub,
every time, you never know what we're going to do next.
Right. I love it.
And it's like you're helping our numbers.
They do.
So it's awesome.
Every time they do that to us, I don't care. R-Dub, time check. She's not going to do any song today. So are we ready to move into clips or no?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me give my thank you goodbye. It is goodbye, but don't go anywhere because we're going to have some clips. If you're watching, you'll see the clips. If you're not watching and you're listening, You'll hear fan favorites and behind-the-scenes jokes again. They sandbagged me yesterday, and I guess they'll sandbag me again today because they don't let me see it. We thank you for your support. We will be here again tomorrow. We will be here every day. There'll be a New Year's show, and there'll be some shout-outs on New Year's. Miss Bianca, how do you end it? You don't need the mic. Just say it right from your mouth.
Okay.
Do it right there.
Use your voice so nobody hears you. Use your voice, let it be heard. Use your voice so nobody hears you. Use your voice. Use your voice so nobody heard you. Use your voice, let it be heard. Use your voice so nobody heard you. Use your voice.
Cinotti heard you, baby. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Stay on. There's more to come, but I'm out. See you later tomorrow. Cinotti's out. Huh? I was kidding. It was. I missed up my mouth. Relax. No. I used to do that in school. I used to go like this. Right. Sounds real, right? Okay. All right.
You had me fooled.
So good, right? I used to do, and then you know, also make teachers going off. They'd be like something dripping. I'm not recording. This is good back clips. Don't tell that to students.
Oh.
How good is it now, right?
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. Where's the match?
I'm making clips of this at the end. I hope you know
I
that.
don't care. It's good. How's that candy? You almost there yet? What do you do? Do you need a knife or something to open that?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, is it that bad? Oh, good. Hey, Dick back there. Say hi to say hi, Dick.
What's going on?
Oh, it was kind of lame. Was he trying to have a deeper voice today?
I was trying something different.
So wait a minute. So you're thinking
I would never
that
see a
I
chicken
had to
foot
get
regular
stood
again,
up
yeah.
on the couch for this one. So you're telling me that you got from a cart, a chuck, or whatever, a taco, and there was an actual foot of a chicken in there.
There was it.
Not attached to a chicken anymore.
No.
Assumingly, the rest of the chicken was crushed up in your sandwich.
Hopefully.
But did you eat it? No.
No, I did
You
not.
didn't return.
I saw it.
What did you do with it?
I threw it away. What was
You
I
didn't
gonna
give
do?
it to a homeless person. You're a terrible person, R-Dub.
Well,
In your face, you're a terrible person.
I was
I'm
not.
pointing it out to everybody out there. R-Dub's a terrible person. I would have given it to the homeless
I was in
person.
the north. Like, there's.
What's the north? What's the north? If you even go down, if you can name any states that I like, you're off the show. We're in the north.
The northern states, of course.
Are we getting into a Civil War conversation now? So is this a Union state or a rebel state? Confederate state.
It's one of them.
So
I'm not going to name the
it's
state.
very far north.
It's extremely far north. No, that's where I was getting
Oh,
with it.
I extremely know where you are now.
That's what I was trying to say, because we were in the topic of like, oh, why didn't I give it to a homeless person? It was in the north, and in the north, you don't have these giant arrays of homeless people like you do in, say, California or places where it's pretty warm year round.
Right.
But yeah, so there just wasn't a homeless person in my direct line of sight, and there was a trash can right next to me. So it was just like bloop, and I wasn't just about to hold it for the rest of the day.
Oh man.
Really?
Does that make me a bad person? Chat, let me know.
Yeah, they're gonna blow you up for it. They're gonna blow you up for it. You know that. You're gonna get destroyed for that. But it's okay. I would listen. I will stand with you on this one. I would have thrown it out there. I might have saved the chicken foot though for later.
And I'm just going to throw this out there.
You kept it.
Maybe it was just because I respected homeless people enough that I wouldn't even want to give them a chicken-footed sandwich.
That's what I
Taco.
was thinking.
A chicken-footed sandwich. Chicken-footed, not a chicken sandwich. A chicken-footed sandwich. Every day. Actually, drag Dick over to the mic here. Let's have Dick. What is it? Who does Dick like? Dick, who's your favorite singer?
I don't have a favorite singer, but I listen to a lot of pentatonics.
Can you sing? Can you sing a line for something for us? Right up, bring him right up to the microphone. Bring him in. Bring him
I'm
in.
not that good at singing.
I don't care. Bring him in. Security, grab him. Bring him in. Bring him in. He's like, come on. He's close to the
I'm
mic.
too nervous. I can't do this.
Oh.
Richard, get back here. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, come on. Security to the front.
And then
then, for no reason, you just fell on your face.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I like
moral
that
of the story.
I like that story.
Yeah, moral of the story, just don't ride at your garage door. It's not
Moral
what they're
story,
meant
just
for.
do it. Just do it. Have a good time.
We don't have a Nike sponsorship.
Oh, undo it. Undo it.
Well, a lot of people really enjoyed yesterday when we were talking about my fear of Angelo Gambetti.
Really?
Yeah.
What were they thinking about? And I think you and Angelo had a conversation this morning.
We did. Same as yesterday, a couple.
He was very unhappy. You accused him of assaulting.
Well, it's funny because as he was
'cause then
accusing me, he was assaulting me at the same time.
Well, we want to go to Jersey.
Want to go to Jersey?
Yes, right. That's right. Don't you want to go to Jersey?
Yes.
New
You
York
hear
City.
that, Angelo? I said yes.
Why are you assuming Angelo's from Jersey?
It just sounds like a very Jersey name.
I've
visited Jamaica before, and I love Jamaica. Like, I could totally see myself living in a little straw hut, just
a straw hut.
Beach.
A straw hut. Why straw?
I don't know.
Why not banana leaves?
That just seems too expensive for me.
So, believe it or not, we all have been talking, and people have been hearing about this AI, artificial intelligence, right?
Yes.
And we all know it's a useful tool at times. Like anything, if used appropriately, right? If used in moderation and under the right circumstances, right?
Correct.
It's a tool. It's not. It's again, like I said, government is a safety net, not a structure. This is not your foundation. This is a safety net, a tool to help you polish what it is you're putting together. It's not your end all be all. And I'm going to say Sports Illustrated is an example of what I just said. They are the latest media outlet to have serious outcry and controversy over the use of AI, artificial intelligence. They actually had AI write stories in the Sports Illustrated.
My goodness.
And when you're having AI write stories, you don't are they fact checking? Where are they getting their information from? Right? It's a tool, and this is a major ethical issue. People go to school for years. I'm a member of the Writers Guild. I'm a member of the Writers Union myself. I'm investigative journals. I'm a member of these unions. I'm a member of these associations. I pay dues. I educate myself in it. I fact check. I get the news wire. I belong to databases. I do. I don't. People want to bot me and troll, but I put out real information. You should not be writing stories with artificial intelligence. Firstly, you don't know how accurate the information is, right? Secondly,
very true.
There's an ethical rule here. I mean, talk about fake news. I mean, there's a word we maybe don't want to use, but that's fake news. That's AI. It's not real, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not real.
I say so. Yeah.
So it's an ethical violation. I mean, it's not a real writer.
What happened with going on the field and finding research?
Well, you know what? Everybody gets lazy, right? Yeah. So I guess Sports Illustrated is among many. It's not they're not the only one that this has happened, but they are the most recent that this has occurred. And it's an ethical issue. And there was a professor quoted at one of the universities, I can't remember, but he's a journalism professor. And it's an ethical issue. And you know what? You're taking jobs away from journalists and reporters and writers.
Well, that's not fair.
Right? I mean, it's a tool. It's a tool. It's like when they created the thesaurus and the dictionary. It's no different than that. The dictionary and the thesaurus didn't write the story. It just allowed you to be able to have a reference to help you polish your material. I don't know. But AI has been an issue even in the entertainment industry where they were mimicking voices and making fake sound bites, right?
Yeah.
Fake pictures of people. and actors were and people in the unions were and up in arms about this, saying, like
a
wow,
lot
like I can act now. I mean, they showed videos of, I think it was even Tom Cruise walking into a room, but it
Mhm.
really wasn't him.
To be honest, even in the Japanese, they actually made up an artificial singer called Hanamiku.
Really?
Yes, and they just digitalized the voice and words by playing in a digital piano.
See, you know what? That just destroys art. And
Yeah.
writing is an art. Journalism is an art. It's an
And
art.
and they do the for concerts, they have like a big screen, like a pop-up
Well, remember they
screen.
did that with
and they do that.
Michael
Mhm.
Jackson,
They did.
right?
That's where it
But
came
see,
from. Yes.
that was what, a hologram or
It's
something
a
like that, right?
hologram, a big hologram that they would
But
do
see,
that.
they were actually using his real music. They
Mhm.
were not creating fictitious.
Hatsunamiku. That's
They
what
were.
it's called.
Is that it?
Mhm,
They were
Hatsunamiku.
not. I mean, Michael Jackson's situation. They were honoring him, and they were using his actual material.
Mhm.
But we're talking about making fictitious things up. It's not art anymore.
No,
Um,
it's taken away from the creativity of a real artist, to be honest. So it's
right,
not fair.
right. Hey, Art Duck,
it
have a
takes
piece of
away from
candy.
the
Let
true
us know how it
artist.
goes. What flavor we got over there?
Oh,
Mhm.
We got to get
great.
up over here with you.
Oh,
I'll do the lemon one
Actually,
this time.
hey, Richard, which one should he suck on?
I think he should do the apple.
the apple.
All right, stuff that in your mouth. Let everybody know as you're doing it. I'm going to keep going on here. So in the news, also,
He's unwrapping it.
he's unwrapping it. Do we hear it? Put it in front of the
Okay.
microphone. There
There
it is.
it is.
Let me have the wrapper so I can show it to our viewers. Here is
That's the wrapper.
wrapper.
That, it's really.
Oh my God! Oh my Lord! Oh, ugh. Oh, that was terrible. I feel. Oh, that's worse than yesterday. I can't imagine. Put that in your mouth. In your mouth.
Let's go. All right, he put it in his mouth.
That is terrible. Oh, look at his face.
He's
Tell everybody how it is.
Oh, not fun.
Not fun. Not fun. No.
Not
Get close
fun.
to the mic. Let him know.
Not fun.
Oh, he's
Oh
drooling.
my
He's drooling.
No.
He's drooling. He's drooling.
His eyes are tearing up and he's getting
Wow,
super red.
man, you got fog on your glasses, dude. You got fog on your glasses, dude. No way. No way. In your face right there with the suck-on candy. Oh, that the government finally owned up to UFOs, which they call UAPs now, unidentified aerial phenomenon. Right?
Really?
Because the UFOs is such a bad thing now, right?
Yeah.
The government released, the Department of Defense released videos of fighter pilots chasing things that didn't exist.
So we're talking about ET?
ET, not AI, ET. So, in the way itty bitty bottom, there was a story about that NASA. There was a panel of, I believe, like 16-member panel who are on this UAP study team. Which, by the way, your tax dollars are funding a new department inside of NASA to study UAPs. Okay, people, UFOs. There's a department that they're officially acknowledging studies UFOs. They want to call it UAPs, whatever. It's a UFO, okay? It's an unidentified object, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't mean a spaceship. It's an object that is unable to be identified, unidentified flying object. UAP sounds nicer, because they like to rebrand and repackage. What did I say in another show? They take the same piece of bologna and cheese, swap out the bread, same crap, new piece of bread. It's like a news story. Well, anyway, new name UAP. So this member panel had a meeting and they had some findings, and they have this new department that is out there, and you and I, the taxpayers, are paying for this department, which we were paying for this for years anyway. But this department exists, and they won't even want to name who is working in this department and who's running the department. We all know there's a black budget. Let's be real. There's been a black budget for years. New Mexico, you know that. Come on. You got white sands out there. Let's be real.
Average civilian, they don't know where
you got a lot of stuff
goes
out there. Arizona, you all know. Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. Come on.
It's always going to be named something else.
But here's
That
the
you
thing.
don't understand,
Here is the
right?
thing. Ready? Here's the thing.
Okay.
So they rebranded the name UAP. Okay, rebranding the name formerly known as UFO is now a UAP. Well, anyway,
UAP, okay.
so they in small print somewhere they said that they do not actively. Let me look here. I want to make sure I say this somewhat appropriate. They do not actively search for unexplained sightings. Okay. They do not actively search for unexplained sightings. So that's a whole different term. Unexplained sightings, not a UAP. Unexplained sightings. But you ready? Moving forward, I'm going to get you, New Mexico. You're going to love this one. And I want to talk about it. And I want you to call me. So they don't actively look for this. But here we are. Ready? I love this. They said this. I'm not making this up. Look it up. NASA said that they operate a fleet, FLEET, a fleet of Earth circling spacecraft. Did you hear that, RW?
Oh, I heard
A
that.
fleet.
A fleet.
So when I hear a fleet, I think of the U.S. Navy. And when you have a fleet of ships, you have an aircraft carrier and several ships that support that aircraft carrier and protect that aircraft carrier.
What do they mean?
A fleet, not one, not two, a fleet. I don't even know what the definition of a fleet is in number wise. I know we were talking about what a couple and a few are, but this is a fleet. But anyway, a fleet of Earth circling spacecraft. Poof, my mind just exploded. But wait, New Mexico, I'm gonna even give it to you better, KKTC.
Okay.
Guess what they say it's for?
What is it for?
Maybe the study of weather. Have you heard this before, New Mexico? I believe the people of Roswell have an experience of weather balloons and the study of weather. I don't know. I would love to know more about that. Along with the Native American reservations, please invite us to come out to Roswell. I would love to see that spot. I would love to talk to anybody that knows anything about that. I am fascinated with that. RW, what's your take on that? What's your feeling on that?
It's way out of my pay grade.
Right,
I don't know much about it.
I mean, I love it. I think I'm so fascinated with this. Like so many, I follow NASA. I have experience with NASA. I know a lot about it. I read about it. I've had some personal experiences with NASA and etc. And I didn't work for NASA. Okay, I've had experiences with NASA.
It doesn't work.
And we'll leave it there. Okay.
NASA, okay.
All right. I do not work for NASA. I'm not saying I work for NASA. I've had experiences with NASA. Take that for what you will. Okay. All right. Roswell happened. Take that for what you will. But it's a fascinating subject to me. I love it. I watch a lot of documentaries. We talked about it. One of the documentaries I watch is The Unexplained. I think it's called Unexplained on Discovery Channel or Science Channel, and where they have the satellites and what's going on, showing stuff. But there is just something about this whole thing that just screams some weird stuff to me. Because I'm just thinking deeper here. When you have the International Space Station, right, and you have the former space shuttle. Let's understand that there is no atmosphere, there is no wind in space. Okay, you don't have oxygen there. There's no, there's nothing there. It's kind of like empty. So when they put satellites, they're in orbit, right? Here's the key word. Always listen to the words, people. Listen to what they say. Everything are in the words. Read between the lines.
Okay.
The space shuttle orbits the Earth until it makes re-entry. Then it's firing thrusters and it's fighting the orbit, but not countering the orbit. It's fighting to break through back into our atmosphere. We have atmosphere, ionosphere, stratosphere, exosphere. We have levels of it's not just atmosphere is what we breathe. Okay, there are multiple levels. So where I'm going here is read between the lines. Satellites and our moon is a satellite. It orbits and it just follows the same pattern in a circular or orbital motion around and around. The International Space Station goes in the same pattern at the same time. It circles the Earth approximately 45 minutes, 42 minutes, every 42 minutes or so, roughly. It travels at approximately 500 miles an hour, about almost 1,800 miles an hour. If you were on ground, it would pass by at that speed. To them, they don't feel that, but that's in orbit. Now, let me reread what was written.
Okay.
They operate a fleet of Earth-circling spacecraft. They didn't say orbiting. They didn't say a satellite. They didn't say a shuttle.
No.
They didn't say a rocket. They said a spacecraft. This screams something extra to me. And then they threw in the caveat that it was, for the moon. Yeah, I'm sorry, for the study of weather.
Okay. Yeah.
I just find that just mind-boggling. If you are hearing me in anywhere in New Mexico, Roswell, somewhere out in White Sands area, any of that wonderful locations, please reach out to the show, Eric at ericandrewcinotti.com. We would love to hear from you on the show. Go leave a comment on one of our social media pages, please.
Yeah.
Totally interested in that. I mean, right, R-Dub? I mean, how many astronauts have said that they've seen things in space, but they cannot say it when they're an astronaut because they'll be shunned from the community forever?
I don't know a specific number, but I'd say at least 2.
I was going to say there's more. Yeah. I could say that there's more. I can say that there has been a lot of questioning on what is there. And NASA has said that there are planets that are capable of having life. You basically need oxygen, water. And that's if we're assuming that it is the same sort of life as us.
I've
right?
heard they talk about Mars a lot.
Mars, right? But here's the thing with Mars. I'm talking about planets that are outside of our universe.
Okay.
Listen, I could go deep into Mars. I mean, if you dug underneath the ground of Mars, is there anything there underneath the soil? The soil moves. There's traction marks that they say. I don't know. All kinds of conspiracy theories. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I find it fascinating. I spend hours and hours on this.
The wonders of the world.
But they're talking about these other planets. And honestly, you would have to really be like, wow, where's my mind? If you look any child or any person, especially New Mexico, because it's so beautiful out there in the desert, and you look up in the sky and you're just like, wow, look at all of the stars and all of these wonderful things in the sky. And you're just like, how is it possible that it's just me here with all of that there? And that out of all creation,
with diamonds.
Oh God, we're going to say, well, yeah, a little entertainment in there. But I mean, honestly, right? I mean, this is such a fascinating topic, and I think I'm going to bring it back again tomorrow